Okay. Let's get this straight here. Okay. Welcome. Another second here. Here we are. Wednesday morning. You can find a comfortable seat. I'm going to be raising the seat. I'm live on YouTube and on Instagram. Oh, something just fell out of the tree. Huh. Okay. All right, so just taking a moment, give yourself a nice moment of shifting, swirling, rocking forward and back. Maybe taking this in a circular motion, feeling your edges. Let yourself go for a little while, right? It's early or waking, there's no rush. Very rich time to practice. Nothing is really waking up in nature in a hurry. It's gradual, just like our bodies, just like our energy. Taking our time so we're balanced and steady for the rest of the day ahead as best as rock. And again, thank you so much for joining me week after week. A variety of offerings every day. And then you can begin to kind of roll the head and neck. Notice any little creaky spots, any places that seem a little tight, and that's okay. Remember, we hold within the body. So we'll take the time to cultivate a bit more freedom with movement, with breath. Slowly begin to circle the chest, circle the ribs and belly clockwise. You can really get the shoulders in there too, the belly, the ribs, kind of really swirling around. Then you can reverse the opposite direction, swirling the opposite way. I start a lot of my classes like this lately, and usually actually, just to really feel our edges, and swirling can really help warm up superficial fascia in a gentle way without doing anything too quick, too soon, right? So think of this rolling motion as honey, like you're moving like honey. Eventually make smaller circles within those circles, and even smaller, and even smaller. Seat's heavy, so as you're making these smaller circles, do less and allow gravity to hold you. So feel your base of support widening and steady, the spine spacious and tall. The hands resting lightly, a bend to the elbows, softening the shoulders, the crown reaching skyward. Eventually, our body will land in that equilibrium place in the middle. And when we do arrive in that space, begin to bring your awareness into your breath. Simply watch the natural rise and fall of the breath for a few more moments. We'll start in silence. Mudra, bowing the head, setting an intention for your practice or dedication. And may our efforts here together this morning be of benefit to all beings everywhere. We'll take a deep breath in and up, and then let it go. Slowly we'll open the eyes, lower the hands, and on your next inhale, reach the arms around and up. Palms meet, and exhale, hands through to heart center. Just starting nice and simple today. Allow the breath to move the body. Inhale up. Exhale. Down through center. Inhale, around and up. Exhale, down through center. Take a few more like this. Inhale. This next one, we're going to sweep the arms up, interlace your fingers at the top, flip the palms to the sky. So from here, lean back into an imaginary wall. So lift the ribs, or rather draw the ribs gently in and down. Anchor your tailbone, let go of any gripping, in and around the buttocks, hips, groin. Press the hands up, lift the chin slightly, and move the skull also into the back plane. Let's take 3 breaths here. Now, as you breathe in, feel your base of support growing deeper and wider, more held, more grounded as the breath lifts. Two more like this, breathing in and up. Smooth exhale. Last one here, deep breath in, press a little higher, anchor a little deeper. On your exhale, slowly lower the arms. We're going to take a little twist over to the right. So left hand to the right near your thigh, right hand back behind you, looking over the shoulder. Try not to crank your body physically into the twist. Instead, smoothly allow your breath to come in and fill all those little nooks and crannies. And as you breathe out, feeling a softening of hard edges. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, and on your exhale, over to the opposite side, holding here. Again, imagine leaning into that wall as you breathe in, anchoring roots, breath fills and lifts. Exhale, smoothing hard edges. Inhale, raise the arms around and up, palms meet together at the top, and exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, and then from here, we'll open the arms wide to where we exhale sharply out the nose. The inhale's passive, and we're just going to twist to one side, nice and easy. We don't want to whip the body. It's super subtle, and just kind of rock to the right each time. So it'll look like this, right? So it's an active exhale out the nose. The inhale's passive, and we're just going to, each time we exhale, the navel thrusts back, and we just gently come over to the right. We're going to do 9 to the right, 9 to the left, and then 2 rounds, okay? So half an inhale, and then begin. Inhale, half sip through center. Other side. Half sip center. Right side. Half sip center. Left side. Center, inhale all the way up. Hook your thumbs, reach the knuckles high. We'll take a smooth exhale, tracing an arc of white or golden light around the body. Hands come back to the knees or thighs. Gaze inward and up at the space between the brows, just behind the forehead. Noticing the internal landscape, possibly a little bit more heat, energy. And then we'll bow the head. We'll slowly come up off of our comfortable seat. We're going to extend the legs forward. Now, you can still choose to sit on something here, and I'm just gonna, hey everybody, just gonna turn off the commenting so you can see me. It's gradually getting lighter, right? So, okay. So we want to sit up on something and extend the legs nice and long here. Take a moment and just roll your ankles. I'm also on YouTube if there's any quality um, things happening on Instagram. All right. So now we're on our comfortable seat. So the seat is slightly lifted, right? We're sitting off the rolled edge. Tent and steeple the fingertips, pelvis through the torso. Feel the three-dimensional shape of your breath. Let it fill the center of the chest like the sun. And on your exhale, feel the belly soften, then the chest. 2 more. Press down. And we have 1 more. Inhale here. Exhale completely. Keep the space between the vertebrae. So try not to round your spine. Walk your fingertips in and up. Reach the arms high. Take a smooth breath in, and on your exhale, twist from the navel to the right without moving your hips. Open the arms to a T position. Take another breath in, reach long and away, crown up, tail down. Exhale, feel that hugging in toward the middle. Inhale, reach the arms around and up. Exhale, over to the opposite side. Shoulder blades gently hug in and down. Take a breath in and feel your arms reach long. Take a breath out and feeling a softening inward. Inhale, reach the arms high, rotate back through center 1 more time to each side. Exhale. Inhale, fill up, create space. Exhale. Feel the condensing inward. Ground down to rise. Inhale up. Exhale over, feeling that twist from the navel. You might notice you're pretty warm right now. It's interesting how this can really warm us up. Inhale, shine bright like the sun. Exhale, feel that hugging into the middle. Whew. Inhale, back up nice and tall. This time walk right knee, left knee in, heels anchor, toes draw back. So instead of rounding, we're nice and long. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Let your belly melt onto your thighs and then fold the rest of the way. Doesn't have to be a big forward fold right now, just enough where we can feel our breath in our back. Shoulders come back and down on the back body, abdomen lying on the thighs. Feel the wave of inhale rising and falling up and down the back body. A nice easy fold, 2 more breaths. And then we'll slowly rise nice and tall, sweep the arms high. Exhale to the heart. We're going to place the hands by the sides of the hips, and then we're going to scooch forward. Take our seat out of the way. Bring the hands back behind us. Fingertips point towards the body. Walk your hands a little bit further apart and elbows squeeze in like taillights on a car. We're going to hover the seat a moment. Rock a little bit forward and back, opening the wrists and forearms. Find that middle place and then inhale, reverse tabletop. Exhale, lower down. Push equally into your feet and into your hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We got 2 more. Inhale, lift. Shoulders roll back. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're going to sweep the legs to one side and make our way into a tabletop position. So we're in our table, right? Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then we just want to push the earth away, let the head hang heavy. And come into a half cat and just begin to rock forward and back. Rocking forward on the inhale, rocking back on the exhale. Elbows do not bend, so keep them straight here so you have support in the shoulders. Again, warming up that superficial layer of fascia before we move even deeper. You might feel that too, like these stretches are not deep, but they're on the surface. Just be curious about that. They're along and around the shoulder blades, across and along the low back, feeling your grounded effort. Push the floor away, honoring that earth quality. And then we'll come through to center, turn the hands the opposite direction. So fingertips point towards you now, right? And we're going to take a few cat-cow. Ooh. You might notice each day is a little different. My elbows are a little funny today. Okay. Inhale, tuck the toes under, lift the gaze, soften your throat and forehead. Exhale, press into the tops of the feet, round and hollow the abdomen. Inhale, arching, gaze lifts. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to come all the way back now. Sit on the untucked toes here. Peel the hands up. We're going to bring the hands back behind us now. And we're just going to rock forward and back. It's sort of like you're peeling a sticker up with the hands and then placing that sticker back down. Right? So just rock, opening the front of the ankles. Eventually, we're going to hang out at the back end and reach the knees towards the mat. Maybe it allows you to come to the forearms, maybe not. Feel the top line of the quadricep and switch. Opening. And then we'll come back up nice and tall. From here, place the palms, tuck the toes, walk it back to your downward dog. Ooh, should feel pretty nice to the soles of the feet, the palms of the knees. We rotate the hips high, wide, press them back. Draw the belly in with the ribs. Feel that support in your backbone. With all that length and space, we're going to inhale forward into our plank. So if you needed to adjust your hands and feet, great, because we want a nice long position. Now, instead of your bum in the air, we want to lengthen the tail towards the heels, lift the back of the skull. So as the tail lowers, the head lifts, if that makes sense. Then you'll feel that line. Rock a little bit forward and back till you feel the center. Center holding you up, push the floor away, take a breath in. Exhale, downward dog without moving your hands and feet. That's the space you want between your hands and feet for your dog and for plank. It shouldn't have to move, right? So little bend to knees, reach, tail up. Next inhale, we glide forward, breath in. Exhale, downward dog, lifting from your center to come back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower slowly all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, let the forehead rest, right? So forehead rest, squeeze the elbows in. And then from here, lift the front of the shoulders up off the mat, press the pubic bone down, peel up into a baby cobra. So the chest lifts, the elbows squeeze in, hands are lightly pressing down into the mat, and then from there that you're dragging the heart forward, the sternum through, as the hands plug down and back. Legs are steady. Feel the breath in the heart space. One more. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the forehead and hold. And then we'll move into the lower half now. So elbows keep squeezing in, forehead is down. Press the pubic bone down, lift the legs on the inhale and hold. Breathe, feel your breath, feel your earth connection, the legs hugging in, very little weight in your hands. We want to find length with our lift. So reach through the toes, hug the thighs together. Try not to grip your glutes too much. They'll naturally turn on, but we don't want to overly use them here. Now peel the front body up on your next inhale, Shalabhasana. Arms sweep wide to T, back behind you or forward. Take a few breaths. Not too high, so if there's a back restriction, you want to lower a bit. Hug like magnets, the arms and legs together. Shoulders away from the ears, take another breath in. Exhale, release. Place the hands, squeeze the elbows in, tuck the toes. We're going to press up through table. Sit back on tucked toes, pause. And when you're ready, coming back to your downward dog. Hips high, the head heavy, right? And hold here. Feel your energy possibly a little bit brighter, a little more awake. Next inhalation, let's step the right foot forward between the hands. Get a nice long lunge here. Breathe the heart forward, reach the left heel back behind you, and then lower that back knee. Then from there, untuck the back toes, we bow the head. Soften your jaw and really come into the groin, the hips. Let there be space here. Breathe. We want to breathe into the restriction, into the holding. Notice that there's a little more space with each exhalation. We'll place the left palm down and then reach the right arm high to the sky. Nice grounding flow this morning, getting our energy bright, warm, invigorated, yet stable and steady. Inhale here. And exhale, bring your right hand to the instep. Take your right foot a little wider to the right. Your hands might be a little wider than shoulder width now. Squeeze that inner leg to that outer arm and bow the head here. And then we're going to tuck the back toes under, press through the heel and lift that back knee and just rock a little bit forward and back. From here, we're going to open onto that outer sole of the right foot so that inner sole turns up. Push both hands down to open the heart. Try not to sag in that back leg. So press through back heel, lift left thigh, and optional right arm high. Stack those shoulders, push the floor away. One more breath here. Expand on your inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Square the feet back in, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Bring the energy down into our legs, feeling that release, that letting go. Left foot steps forward between the hands, untucking the back toes here. So from here, fingertips under the shoulders. We want to get nice and long here. Let the head bow. Inner thighs gently hug toward each other. Pubic bone gently curls upward. Escape. Then we'll place right hand down, left arm high. Feeling that nice spacious opening here. Shoulders stacked. And then we'll slowly release left hand to the instep of that foot. Take your left foot a little bit wider. So from here, the back of the arm braces that inner knee. And then from here, we'll just hold, bow the head a minute. Really feel those arms steady and that leg bracing that arm. That's important so we don't just flop that hip open. And then tuck the back toes, press through the back heel, lifting back thigh, knee. Try not to let that sink. So you can rock a bit to feel, but strong back leg. You got it. And then bring left hand up to left thigh or knee, turning onto the outer sole of the foot as you let the heart shine and lean the skull back. In and around the pelvic bowl. Inhale, exhale, left hand down, toe heel the left foot in, pressing into both palms, step it back. Adho Mukha, pedal the feet. Ha. On your next inhale, the right leg comes high to the sky, open and stack the hip. Flex your right ankle, lift from inner thigh, keep a gentle bend to the left knee. Right, flex that ankle, lift from the heel, push the heel away from the wrist. Bend the right knee, drop the heel towards the glute, flexing the ankle. And then extend the right leg. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts high. Open and stack the hip. Flex that ankle. Right, wrap the armpits to the heart. Feel that strong extension in the right leg. And then bend the left knee, drop the heel to the glute. Equal weight in both hands. It's easy to favor the right here. We want to keep that equal in both hands. Reaching, reaching. Inhale, lengthen, press the heel away. Bend your knees, lift your gaze. You can walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. And when you arrive, inhale, halfway lift. Pull the heart forward, tail back. And on your exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, belly onto the thighs, head heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, spine, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and hold. Let's take opposite elbows, gently sway. Whoo. Maybe widening the stance, maybe bending the knees a little more. And remember, every day is different. So we're coming to a new situation, a new day, a new feeling in the body. So just rocking and rolling. Shifting and rocking. And Then you can walk the hands forward a few feet forward, tent and steeple the fingertips, rock forward into the fingertips. Pushing floor away. You got to push there. And you got to push on the way back. Try not to lift your feet or fingers, right? So we're just easing forward, easing back. Then bend the knees like you're sitting in a chair. Sweep the fingertips under the shoulders. As you do, lift the chest, drop the seat. Sweep the arms back, palms face in towards the side body. Inhale, breathe the arms forward. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Curl the pubic bone towards the navel. And exhale, hands through the heart center, stepping to the top of the mat, right? So we'll hold here a moment. Yeah, that might be better okay. So shoulders are relaxed, back and down. Nice long stance here. On your next inhalation, we'll round down, sweep the arms around and up. Curl the pubic bone up to the navel. So inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing all the way up. Let your breath carry you. Exhale to the heart, back to mountain. One more like this. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in. We're going to plant the left hand down, reach the right arm forward, and then come on to the outer sole of the right foot and left foot. Then we lift bottom hip into the top hip, rainbow arc, back through center. Pivot, turn, Skandasana on the left side, hands to heart center. Then from here, plant the palms at center. Slowly lift, shift, pivot, chest, chin. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, tuck toes, sit back, lift, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Stay close to the full length of your inhale and exhale. Right leg high, smooth glide forward, big step with the right foot. This time we're going to lower the back knee, untuck back toes, Anjali Asana, rising into that low lunge. Curling the pubic bone up to the navel, dropping in, melting the shoulders, softening the underarms. Inhale here. Exhale, we fold forward to the top of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise to standing. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the heart. To Tadasana. The arms around and up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway inhale. Exhale, step the right foot way back. From here, get long on the next in-breath. Plant the right palm down. You're going to lift bottom hip into top hip as you lift and pivot and turn. You might need to shorten the distance between the feet and widen them. Then we lower that bottom hip with the left arm. The right shoulder is rolled back, right? Then on your next inhalation, lift bottom hip into top hip. Circle, pivot, turn, high lunge. Get nice and long. And then we lift to the long edge of the mat. Skandasana. To the right, hands to the heart, lifting the chest. Again, feeling your rooted effort, the ground supporting. We'll place the hands at center, slowly lift, shift, pivot, turn. High lunge, plant palms, downward dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Cobra, inhale, breathe the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the toes, sit back and lift, downward dog. Left leg high, smooth glide forward, take a big step or many steps to bring that left foot through, lower back knee. Good. Ground down, rising, inhale, low lunge, 3 breaths. Little hug of inner thighs, curling the pubis up to the navel gently. Take another breath in here. Again, push the earth away as your breath arrives. Exhale, step it forward to the top of the mat, forward fold. Rise to standing. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the heart. Stepping wide to one long edge of the mat here. Okay, so from here, we're just going to take a nice long stance. Right feet are wide, arms are long and elongated here. Long line wrist to wrist. Gaze over that right middle finger roughly. Turn the right palm up. Reach slightly forward. Let's reverse the warrior. Breathing into that right side body. Good. Feel again your anchored effort. Feet pressing as you breathe in. Feel your roots run deeper. 80% leg. So there's very little weight in that right hand, if any. Turn the left palm forward. Reach the arm overhead. Breathe. Optional, wrap the right arm around the waist. Lunging into right leg, rise, inhale, Vira 2. Exhale, straighten, pivot, turn. 5-pointed star again. Take a breath in. Toes, lunge, Vira 2. Who's feeling a little warmer? Feels good. Turn the left palm forward, slowly reverse the warrior. Morning's an excellent time to tap into the rich prana available in the quiet of the morning, rising into day as the sunlight begins to touch all things. We too feel that light. Inhale, lengthening that lead leg. Exhale, even if it's a rainy day, right? Inhale, rising up. There's an energy to the morning. Take a breath. Reach slightly forward, stay long in your structure, curl the pubic bone up to the navel, then come into that triangle. Remember, 80% legs, so try not to use that left arm too much. It should just be able to hang out. You can even wrap the arm around the waist. Lean the skull back, curl the pubic bone forward and up. Note how they go together. Good. Lunging into left leg, rise, inhale. Warrior 2, just straighten the lead leg, pivot and turn. We're gonna stuff. So wrap the shoulders back, heels of the palms compress when you clasp. We want a little bend to the elbows. We want to work with the shoulder blades, not the shoulder joint themselves, and pull and tear on that. So work from the bigger muscle groups in between your back there. Now from here, push the earth away. We're gonna inhale, curl the pubic bone up, lift the heart. Exhale to slow fold. Wide forward fold with yoga mudra. Few more breaths. Little bend to knees, unclasp, inhale, halfway lift. Get nice and long through the spine. And then exhale, fold, hands come in line with feet, bow the head. Inhale, halfway. On your exhale, we're just gonna pivot and turn to the right. So feet are on a narrow train track, right? And now when I give my inner thighs a little squeeze towards each other, my hips level and square. When the hips level and square, left hip is rolling forward and down, right hip is narrowing in toward the midline. Micro bend that lead knee. We're gonna inhale halfway. Now you might need to bring the hands to the shins so you can get a flat back here and plug into that back heel, shoulders back. Breathe in here, expand. And on your exhale, we fold and hold, opening those hamstrings. Ooh, bow the head, let the wave of inhale wash up the back body, down the back body. Keep lifting that right hip crease up, 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 and back. And then come back, face. Halfway, inhale, flat back. Exhale, pivot, turn to the opposite side. Feet are on a narrow train track. Right heel, left hip is narrowing in. So we take a breath in, we fold on our exhale. Optional, maybe we lift the left toes and we feel a little bit more room there. Now, if your back heel feels like it's even going to lift a little bit, it needs to come further toward you and wider so it can plant, because we want to be putting pressure into the outer right heel as we're here. Lift that left hip crease up into the waist, back towards the front of your mat there. Each side's going to be a little different. Halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. We're going to exhale, pivot, turn to the right now. Back in your weight forward a bit. Your kneecap will shift back. Bend the knee. Hand takes the sole, if you can reach it. And then roll the heart open. Feel that quadricep opening here. So as we pull that foot in closer, inner thighs hug a little gentler. We roll the shoulders back. We roll the heart open. Then bring your right hand to the instep of that left foot. Square it to the front of the mat. Bring your right shoulder to the top of the knee. Bow the head and lean in a bit, deepening that stretch to the quadricep. And then slowly release. Arm high. Take a few breaths here. Then shift your weight forward a bit. Right knee bends, hand takes the foot. Opening the chest. Lifting the sternum. Breathing into restriction, remember, right? So coming back home to the breath. Take your hand to the instep, turn the left shoulder down, and then hold here. Squaring the hips, squaring the shoulders, lean in a little deeper. The hips pivot, turn. We're going to come back to the front of the mat here. Lower left knee, lower right knee. Take your knees slightly wide, press it back, child's. Breathing into the back body. And then lift the head and gaze just so high. On your exhale, scoop the right arm through and bring the right shoulder to the center of the mat. Right side of the head down. Lean a little wider into that right hip. Optional left arm high, left hand to low back, or left hand to your right inner thigh. If you want to deepen the stretch, you need to shift slightly more weight forward. Try not to sink into your left hip and over sink there. Shift a little bit more energy into that right out. And then unwinding, plant the left palm. Unscoop, inhale, right arm high, gaze lifts. Exhale, right hand to the mat. And then second side, left arm high, breathe in. Exhale, scoop, shoulder to the center. Left side of the head down, leaning into that left hip. Once you feel pretty level in your back, right arm high, hand to more. That's going to get behind that shoulder blade a little bit more. Got to smooth out the breath here as it's restricted in a twist. So even more conscious of our smooth inhale and exhale. And slowly unwind, plant the right palm, unscoop, inhale the left arm high, and exhale, left hand to the mat. Let's come back for one final downward dog. So let's rock all the way onto our back. Giving the knees a hug, rocking yourself. Close your eyes, rocking maybe in a circular motion, and then in one way and then the opposite way. Circling around. Hug the right knee in close to the chest. Lengthen your left leg long and flex both ankles a little bit here. We want to drop back into the mat. Let go of your shoulders, your head, the weight in the bones. Let them be heavy. We'll extend the right leg straight up. Brace behind the thigh somewhere and just roll your ankle, wiggle your toes. Again, feeling the earth connection, your body against the floor. Allow your right armpit to soften. And with each exhale, there's a release. Where can the earth be even more supportive to you here? Where can the earth hold your weight even more? And then slowly we bring ourselves back to center, giving both knees a hug, and then switch, right leg long, left knee hugs in, dropping back. And then from here, we extend the left leg straight up. Brace somewhere. You'll feel a nice support there. Then roll that ankle and wiggle the toes. Hmm. Allow gravity to help, so feel again that anchoring presence beneath you. Then bring the left knee in and over to that left underarm. And then bring it back to center, then across the body. So we want to stack the pelvis vertically, opening that left arm, draping into the twist. Right, so let the head go, let your efforts go. Feel the comfortable stacked joints. Easy breath in, easy breath out. And then we'll inhale back through center, giving these a final hug. Maybe a little rock. Maybe you want to rock a little bit forward and back to just massage out your back. Maybe coming up one last time. Maybe getting a little twist here. Konasana. And when you're ready, take your time to gently, slowly curl the knees in or hug the knees in and up. Make your way onto your back. Take any final postures that you might need this morning, maybe legs up. Maybe there's some other posture that you like. You can just simply place the hands under the low back here, happy baby, maybe another knee hug. Just allow your body to release. Opening the feet, circling. And then if you are here, you can lift the arms as well and just let the joints be soft and circle. Note the energy in the low back, the ease to the joints. It's as if you're in water. Reverse the circles the opposite way. And then making your way into final relaxation. Adding any props that you need, maybe something under the knees, shoulders, the skull neutral, the spine spacious and long. Nothing else left to do. Here when we arrive, there's nothing else need to be accomplished. There's no demands, no to-do lists. Just you lying here on the earth, giving yourself a moment of pause, of peace, letting go, and allowing the sensation of being held and supported for the next few minutes as we lie in stillness to really meet the earth part by part, the arms and legs long, the armpits open, the eyes, feel them as best as you can at rest in their sockets. The eyelids soft, the area surrounding your eyes really smooth, free of any crunching or tension. Note how that transpires to the temples, and the temples also release. Forehead smooths. The cheeks release, the inner and outer ears release. The hinge of the jaw softens. The root of the tongue softens. Giving yourself permission to rest. Allowing this softening to cascade like a gentle river down the body all the way to the toes. Whole body rests. Awareness. Remaining still, gently bringing your awareness back into the breath. Feeling the breath moving through the container of the body. Feel the breath moving gradually, gently. Begin to welcome and assist a longer, deeper inhale now, consciously. And exhale. Feeling a deeper sense of release and letting go. As you sigh the breath out, hear the sound all the way. Deep breath in. And maybe one more time. Begin to move your fingers and toes, head and neck, and eventually make your way to one side, fetal posture. And once you come onto one side, just give yourself another moment here of ground. And then we'll turn up to a comfortable seat, aligning the crown of the head over the base of the spine. So once you do find that seat, trust in the process and the patience of your roots settling, your energy clearing, as your matter is going to shift and settle yet again like sand and water. Noting, feeling your breath, noting qualities in the body. We'll join the palms together in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. If you'd like, you can join me in a single chant of Om, concluding our time together this morning. Take a deep breath in and out first. May you have a beautiful rest of the day and week ahead. And thank you and thank yourself for making the time to practice this morning. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a great rest of the day and take it easy. And I hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks for